Hey, so this video, I kind of want you to specifically kind of get a feel for me and my story and kind of what my beliefs are built up on and just me, like the real raw, like this is Kennedy, this is what you get kind of thing. So, my story is I was a college athlete. I played volleyball in college and that was my life. Like literally, I was not your typical like college girl, really. Like I went to bed at like 8 and I got up super early. I was really motivated and had big goals and I didn't go out and like party or I was just like this like really odd college girl. And so that was my life. Literally, I breathed and I lived and I slept. I volleyball. That was it. And so after my last season of volleyball, I was like lost, you guys. Like I just spiraled down. Like I had no motivation. I had no like purpose. I know that sounds super dramatic, but I that's how I felt. I felt like I had no purpose. I didn't know where my life was going. I literally there was a phase of that where I cried every single day and I couldn't even tell you why. I was just in this extremely dark place depression wise, and I knew I needed to change my life. I just didn't know how because I had lost kind of the one thing that motivated me every day to go out and better myself. And so insert Beachbody, I found my coach and I had been watching her, creeping on her actually, for a couple years, and I was just like kind of angry. Like, how does she look so good after she's had like 4 kids? How does she wake up every day and work out? And how does she live a life where she gets to work from home and blah 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 blah? That's stupid. Like, how can she do? How can she could do that? Blah. Why can't I? And so I literally, you guys, I prayed about it every single day, like that something would come and change my life. And I knew ultimately that had to start with me, but I just needed something to pick me back up. And that's where Beachbody came in. And I started the summer after college, and it was literally what gave me purpose again. It literally was what gave me an intentional way of living. It brought so much community and love into my life that I never had before. I was a part, like I said, I was a part of many, many, many teams growing up of girls, obviously, because I was never co ed or anyway. And I never really fit in with them. I didn't because I was that girl who didn't go out and party, and I was that girl that went to bed at 8, and I preferred to hang out by myself. And I was an introvert, and I didn't want to go out and do those things. And so I never had gal pals. Like I never did. I had guy friends, and I hung out with myself. Like that sounds so sad, and it kind of was because I wasn't surrounded or kind of in an environment or atmosphere around other women who were like me, other women who had big goals, who were wanting to be very disciplined, who didn't like to go out and do those kind of things, type of thing. And so I never had that. I never had community, even though I was a part of a lot of teams. And that's sad, you guys. And um, it was heartbreaking. And so now for me to finally be surrounded by other women who are just amazing, like the best humans on the planet, is unreal to me. Like I have found those people who are my people, like my tribe, who are like me, who want to better themselves, who are extremely supportive and loving. And it's just, you guys, I could cry. It's amazing. And so I know our stories, they may be similar in some places, they may be very different, they may be exact opposite. It does not matter because we have a similar purpose and we want to better ourselves and we want to better help other people better our lives. Because my story may connect with you, it may not. It may connect with thousands of other women who were in a very dark place, who cried every day and they didn't know why, and they felt alone. And it's my job to go out and freaking find them and love up on them and let them know that there's a place for them, because that's our job, you guys. That's our job as coaches, is we go out and we find those people who need our help and we give them this opportunity. And so that, I mean, I kind of got off track there, but that's kind of my story, and that's what has led me into Beachbody. And And so that's kind of where I was, in a place, like I said, a dark place, cried every day. It was a terrible, terrible time in my life, but it also provided so much growth and strength that I didn't know I had. And it made me rely and become more dependent on my faith. And so now, a year and a half later, I'm in a place where I am looking to retire from teaching this year. Like, I never thought I would say that at 23 years old, only being in my second year as a teacher. I can retire and do this full time and help women. This has been one of my biggest dreams and reason for starting is when we decide to have kids, I can stay home and I can raise my kids and I can still provide an income and opportunity for my family. And that's huge. That's been like on my, like, obviously that's a ways down the road, but now like it's becoming reality for me because I took that chance and I was like, all right, like I'm gonna freaking do it. And so it's been amazing because there's just so much opportunity that comes through this, you guys. Like, in my teaching job, I don't get paid a lot. I'm from Montana. I'm a teacher. My salary is very crappy. And the only way that I get to move across the scale to improve my salary is to, like, one, like teach there for like 48 years, and two, like go back to school. And both of those things do not sound good to me. And so that's just not where I want to go with my life. And this is providing me so much more. And so I can't express to you the amount of possibilities that comes from this if you just let it change your life and you just dive in and you do it. And it's just, guys, it's amazing. And so that's kind of my story, where I was then and where I'm at now. And I just hope that some part of you has that in you to just like have faith and trust me and go all in with this because y'all, it freaking changed my life. So